Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has given us unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure or admire an old one. What will we find today? Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
Have you ever felt completely unqualified for something that you're about to do? I don't know about you, but I felt completely unqualified to be a parent. I'd never even changed a diaper before, and I only babysat a few times. For one kid who literally screamed every time I got near him. Come to find out, his parents forgot to tell me that he always freaks out around people with glasses, and that I shouldn't take it personally. I was sadly unqualified, even after reading many books on the subject of parenting. But I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. After 22 years of feeling unqualified at every step, well, my two haven't turned out too bad, and I know it was only God, because I did not know what I was doing. There's plenty of things you and I are not qualified for, and one of them is standing before the holy God. But here comes today's thankful verse. We should always be giving thanks to the Father, who has qualified us to share in the inheritance of the saints in light. Colossians 1:12. That word qualified means to render fit, equip with adequate power, to be made sufficient. Or, as the King James Version puts it, He hath made us meet. Any way you interpret that, it's obvious that we don't start out qualified, equipped, or fit. In fact, we started out enemies to God by birth. No matter how hard we tried, we could never be qualified to even stand before God, let alone become His child and inherit anything. We were spiritually bankrupt, morally weak, corrupt sinners, no matter how hard we tried. We are in no way prepared for eternity. We should be giving thanks to the Father, who has qualified us to share in the inheritance of the saints in light. The Father qualified us. So how did He do that? He sent Jesus to die for our sins so that we could receive forgiveness and salvation, to make us clean and pure with Jesus' robe of righteousness, to sanctify us, making us holy as He is holy, so that we could not only be in His presence, but become His children. And if children, then heirs along with Christ, through His grace. That's the amazing grace that gives us what we don't deserve. Only through God's grace can any of this be possible. He brings us from a kingdom of darkness, blindness to the truth, stumbling around, falling all the time, into His kingdom of light, where we can have clear understanding and we can see Him, know Him, and joyfully follow Him. So, what should our response be to that salvation, redemption, sanctification that God has made available to us? Thanksgiving. As Colossians 1:12 says, we should be giving thanks to the Father, who has qualified us to share in the inheritance of the saints in light. How will you thank Him today?
You can contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. We'd love to hear the treasures God has given you through His Word. You can listen to other episodes on our website, which you can find in the description below. Thank you for listening, and remember, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.